Hey y'all, it's Rhonda from Georgia Antique, and I'm so glad you came back for us to finish this project. We've been making an accordion journal using the Little Houses kit by Odulcina, and it has just turned out so cute. I hope you've had as much fun as I have. And so today we're just going to walk through and do the finishing touches. So let's get started. Okay, so I had said we were going to find something to wrap around it and tie. So I went ahead and tried this little piece of scrap fabric, and I like how light and airy it is, and I think that's what I'm going to use. And then I just had a little piece of jewelry here that I tied in the knot whenever I tied it around there. So let me untie that and we can go from there. So it's just a piece of old sheet or something real thin, and I just ripped a long rag strip from it to use for the tie. So I'm going to set that aside. Okay, something else we talked about was the possibility of running a ribbon through this lace, through the little loops in the lace. So I had already done that and tied a knot in a bow with my string. You can look back at the other video and see. But as I went ahead and experimented with this, I liked how it looked, and it didn't make sense to have two bows. So I went ahead and cut off the string from the other, left a little bit of string hanging on each side, and just kind of ran it back through there to hide the ends. So what I did to get this ribbon through there was I took my plastic needle, because it's not near as sharp on the end, and it won't, go through this lace and get hung up as you're trying to get the ribbon through. So, and if you don't have a plastic needle, that's okay. It just depends on your ribbon and how you want to do it. So I had this little, just plain simple little ribbon, and it's not very wide. So it's just like the width of my lace loops. And so what I did is I just strung it through my needle. And then I went, I started at the bottom, but you could start at the top, just whatever works for you. You could do it from the side. And so I came through this loop, and then I just started weaving it through. And ever so often, I would pull it through with my needle, just like that. So, and then after I got all the way to the end, then I would just kind of get it even, cut your ends off if you want. The length that you want them, and then you're going to tie a bow if that's what you want, or you can just tie a knot and leave the ends hanging, loop something on it. You could even come down and make a little what do you call it, like a tassel. You could kind of make a tassel with some stuff tied onto it, but that's how I did that. So then you would just straighten your ribbon so it's not all wadded up in there. And then you will either bring it together and tie it, or you can be creative and do something else. So that's how that is. So I'm not going to do all the sections. I just want this one done on mine. That's totally up to you if you want them all to have the ribbon bows. But to me, on this one, I just wanted it more plain and simple. So I'm just doing the one simple bow. So I'm going to pull this out. That was just to show you. So as I tied it, that's what we have. And I think that looks cute. So, all right. So the front has still been... There's still something I wanted to add. I wasn't sure what. But after digging in my jewelry, my little scrap jewelry, I found this. It's really pretty. Kind of matches the colors really well. So I thought I would just put that up at the top like that. And that may not be your style, and that's fine too. I think I'm going to add it to mine, just at the very top. And I like how that looks. So I'm going to go ahead and glue that. So I'm just going to add it where it's going to make contact with the paper. And then I'm going to add that to the top right there. And let that dry. It may take a little bit to dry because it is pretty heavy. Okay, so while that dries, I'm going to set it aside. I was going to work on the little things that we're going to hang from the strings in between. I had shown y'all, and I can't really show you with that needing to dry. I had shown y'all were on the signatures whenever I sewed in the signatures and had the thread hanging, that I had tied a button on one side of the string that was hanging, and on the other one I had folded over some scraps and just glued it. So that's what I'm thinking we can get ready while we wait on that to dry. So I'm just gonna pick out my little pieces here and fold them over like I want them, trim them up, and get them ready, inked and ready to glue in just a minute. So it's basically just the little scraps that I had left over from making all the little houses. So you can make them whatever shape you want, however long, however square, however round, whatever you want. I just am going to choose to just do them really simple. I think I'm going to take a little piece of this music and fold it in half. And then just trim off any white that's hanging over the edges there. I want this little one that says Paris. Let's see, how do I want that to fold? Put that on the front. So I'm just going to fold it like that, where Paris shows. And then I'm going to cut it like that and cut the extra off. And I have that upside down, don't I? I'll just do it sideways then. Okay. Let's see. That's kind of cute too. The little number. So I'll cut that off. It's going to be close getting it even without cutting those numbers off. Okay, I'm not sure how many I need, so I'll just make a couple more in case. Well, I hope y'all are having a beautiful day, that you're getting to spend time with your family. And if you're not, just know that my prayers are with you. I do pray for y'all. We all need each other's prayers. Okay, I think that should be enough. So we'll have those ready. All right, let me see how this is looking here. Move these out of the way. Okay, so let's get into the book. All right, so before we go too far, I still wanted to do some little something here. And I lay this fabric up here. I'm not sure. Let me cut some of this off and we'll see. So let's see what this looks like. So do that. Cut it off somewhere in here. I have the house to myself today. My daughter is visiting with her boyfriend and his parents today, and my husband and son are working. I've got a really hard week this week. So I ended up with the house to myself. And so I thought I would take my chance to finish this video. It's not too often it's quiet in my house between the family and all the critters we have. We have dogs. They like to make lots of noise. Lots of barkers. Okay, so I think that might be cute, actually. Let me see what it looks like from the front. Yeah, I think I like that. So I think I'm gonna add that. And I honestly think I like the frayed edge on this side where you can see it, and then this side will have the pretty edge to show on the more kind of fancier page. Okay, so let me get this cut. And then let's just fold it in half. That's pretty close. Okay, so I'm going to start gluing that, and then we'll go from there if we have to trim. I think I am going to have to trim on this side some more. Let's see what that looks like. Got it a little short. I know I should have cut that short on this end. Try to stretch it a little bit. Okay, that worked. Okay, let me get that glued. I think that's cute. Hopefully that's not too much on the front side. Okay, I'm gonna leave it alone because the more I sit here and play with it, the more I'm gonna wonder if I did the right thing. Okay, because I second guess myself constantly, even when it comes to crafts. So, all right, so let's see. I think that looks cute. Okay, and then I ended up just leaving this little messed up part because, I mean, I honestly think it just adds to the character. So I'm not going to even try to cover that up anymore. And so when you open these, remember we had our little window inside. And then there's the little girl. And what I did, the only other thing I did to this was I added this little piece of lace. Just kind of to hide the fact that it was plain over here. And also just to kind of add a little lacy element when you look, kind of like a curtain. So that you can still pull her out and use her as a tag. Okay, so I think I'm done with that one. I think I'm just going to leave that as is. And so then we can, let me fix this really quick. All right, so as we turn through the pages, I wanted to do the, oh, here's another page. Let's see. There's this, and then I added this. I think I showed y'all that. And then I added this little pocket of embossed paper to the front. And then I just tucked these little tags in there. So, added a little seam binding just to kind of be able to pull it open. So, Okay, and then let's get to this one right here. This is the one I was telling y'all. I did the button and the little piece of scrap. So that's what I want to do to the rest of them. So that's what we're going to work on now. So we can get these strings cut off the bottoms that are hanging. Okay, so let me kind of clamp this open just so it's not flopping on us. Okay, so let me find a button. I had laid a few out over here. Let's see about this little bitty one. I'm gonna have to cut the ends off just a tad. And so I'm just gonna run these through the little hole if I can get it through there. Sometimes I have to add a little bit of glue to the tips, just the tiniest bit, and kind of twist it to a point. And that helps a little bit to get it through there. Then you could just cut that off when you're done. See, that went perfectly through there. And then let's go through the bottom hole if I can get a hold of it. So, like that. And then you just kind of get it wherever you want it to fall on your page. Let me see how I did this one. I just tied it in a knot on the back and let the string hang down. So I'm just going to take and loop this on the back like that. And then one more time to knot it. Got glue all over my hands again. And then we'll just cut that little string off shorter. And then just kind of fray the edge. And that looks really cute. Okay, so let's do this one. And what I'm going to do on this one is to just take and let me see what color I have over here. Okay, so I'm going to do something a little different on this one. I'm going to go ahead and use this little music tab. So all I did is take and fill this with glue. Oh, and I forgot to ink it. Let me do that real quick. I'd said I was going to do that a while ago, and I didn't. Okay, so be sure and ink those little edges if you want them to stand out and to kind of define the edges. You don't have to, though. I just like that look about it. It just always seems like it adds a little bit more detail and the vintage feel. So let me add some more glue because I already wiped it all off with my fingers. Okay, so then you don't want them hanging exactly the same spot, so you'll just kind of judge about where you want it. Fold it over. And you can center your string or you can put it on the side. It's up to you. Kind of zoom in for this. Just get them even the best you can. And then kind of shape it to the string where the glue will dry around that string really good. And there's that. So I'm just gonna trim the end of that off, get my little glue off of there, and do the same fraying on the edge of this. I just like how it looks with the ends frayed a little bit so they're not perfect. Just gives it that aged feel, like it's been here forever. All right, so there's that one. Let's move on to the next one. Okay, so I think we have to go to the back now. finally found me some new clamps that I like. This one's actually old, but it's new to me, and I love it. It's so big and works so well. And then these I found on Amazon. They were $49 and market. That's what it is. But so there's a whole package of those, different sizes, and they work well too. So okay, now let's find us another button. So this one is pretty, but it's really thick, so I don't want to add any more bulk. So I'm just going to add this little tiny one. So I'm going to trim my edge again and get a little glue. It just makes it so much easier, because I would be here all day with these eyes trying to get it through there. Plus the fact that the string separates, so makes it easier. I do get glue all over my fingers though. Alright, so let's go through there. And then back through the other way. Perfect. And then you can have them hanging down all the way if you wanted, but I really don't want that hanging out the bottom on mine. Since I have my lace and stuff hanging at the bottom, I'm just going to leave it inside. So just kind of adjust where you want it again. And then tie it in a knot on the back, and you're done. Other than trimming it and fraying your string. I just think it's so cute to add these little buttons and little pieces of ephemera to it. So all right, so what do we want to use on this one? Maybe we'll do the little numbers, or I think I'm gonna use this one. I like it. So it's only got one edge that's not dark, I think. No, two. Okay. Make sure you get the spelling, like not get it upside down. All right, and I'm just gonna lay it in there and line it up. And just get it shaped to that string so it doesn't come loose easy. You may have to add a little extra glue if it's not holding. Sometimes I have to do that. Okay, so that's good. Okay, I'm gonna move this up just a tad. It's kind of the same length as that button, and I want them different. So I'm gonna trim that a little more. Okay, that one's done. And I just left this. I didn't see any comments about it, so I just went ahead and left it for now. I really like how they look hanging, but I didn't think about that whenever I put those windows up there. So, but it's okay. Oh, here, I had said I really just kind of like this one plain. So all I did here is I just made an envelope out of a piece of old book paper and just laid it in there. Okay, so this one we need to work on. For this one, I'm going to use this little brown button. I'm going to go ahead and get the ends of this ready. I am still planning on doing the giveaway here in the next few days, so maybe I may try to do that today. So just be watching for that, because I don't want anybody to miss out on it. I'll announce, you know, the start of it on here and on Instagram, so. But I'm going to do my best to get that up quick. I'm just so thankful for all of my followers on Instagram and my subscribers here. Y'all just don't know what it means to me. It just means the world. I'm just so grateful. So I have been working on something that I want to use as my giveaway, so I'm excited about it. Okay, so I'll just lay this like this. If it flip-flops, that's okay. It'll still show the Paris. Those ended up right at the same length, so let me just see if I can push this one up a little more. Nope, that's pretty much it. It's pretty much dried already. So we'll just leave those, it's fine. Add some character to each page, right? So here we have this one. Okay, I think this is our last one. So I'll just use this clear one. I've been so enjoying everybody's projects that I see. I haven't been on Instagram much lately. I've just kind of been devoting time to trying to learn some other things that I want to do. And so I've just had to kind of put my time there right now. And I'm sorry it's taken me so long to get these videos done, but a lot of that is due to, like, the weather's been really bad, so I haven't had any good lighting to record. And then also, I've had trouble getting everything to upload. So it just happens whenever it's meant to be, I guess. So, but I do want y'all to know I've been trying. It just has been hard to get these videos done. But we're here now, and this should be our very last one on this. I think I'm going to use this one. I like that one. I cannot do this without getting it all over my fingers, no matter how hard I try. Whoops, I'm getting it all over my paper there. Okay, so the writing goes that way. Paper wants to slip around on me. just think these turned out cute. And it just adds some character to these pages. Alright. Okay, so let's see what else we need to do in here. I think we're just about done. Okay, so let's just do a flip through. Back out a little bit. So we're just going to flip through and I'll kind of show you different things that I've done just to add a little more extra. Okay, so this is the front. There's how it looks from the side. And here's the back. And so I did add a little bit more to this one. I think we had talked about this one. But I added just a little bit of fussy cut and a little piece of lace. And then on the inside of this one, I just added a little piece of this pink paper. I actually photocopied this from an old autograph book. I love it. I had found it. In fact, I'll show you. Okay, so this is what it is. And I had found this whenever me and my husband just went for a day doing all the little flea markets and stuff around. And so it's a 1928 memories book. And I actually didn't buy it that day, but I could not get my mind off of it. So my husband was going by this lady's shop on the way to work. And so I got him to stop in there, and I actually called her and got her to get it out, and so he wouldn't have to hunt it. And he stopped by and picked it up for me. So this is what it is. This picture, I'm not sure that actually came in there, but it was in there. I set it in there. Okay, so this is just an old school day memories. With autographs, her favorites, the class officers, their school yell. And then it has these really old, pretty, faded pink and blue and cream color pages. And so I just took one of the pink ones and copied it and cut it out and put it in my book as just a little journaling spot. And there was another page in here that I copied. I'll show you it in a minute. I just thought that was neat. So I'm so glad I got him to go back and get this for me, because I've used it for several things. And sometimes I just sit and look through it and read the little messages. It's just so sweet. So that's where that came from. Okay, so then as we open the front of the book, we have the little door with the little girl behind it, the little key and doorknob. And then as we open, I just showed you what this looks like. And then we have our pages. We have this page. We have this one that I showed you. We have this one. We have this cute little page. This is where I added it. This is one of the little pages with a picture. And it's got a little note. And so I just thought that would be sweet to put in here. And I made a little lace, that little lace flower that I've been having floating around all these days trying to use it somewhere. I just made a little pocket with it so that I could put that in there. And then there's this page. And behind here, I ended up putting a little notepad from the back page behind there so that I could use the back page for something else. So that I could do this. Okay, so then as we flip, this is the little bird page with a little door that opens with a lady. Another little rounded door page with a lady. This page with a little envelope. This page And in here I did another one of those with the blue because it went perfectly in there. And then this one I haven't done anything else to. And then this page I had shown you, and that's where I added another page out of there. And I just kind of folded it up. And there's Margaret, just like one of our pages back here said. What is that? I guess it's on the other flip side. We had little Margaret behind something in here. Right here, Miss Margaret. So I added this behind here with pink. Those old photos are just so cute. I've been buying up a lot of old photos here lately and postcards and stuff. I'm going to try to do something with those. So that's what we have. The only other thing I had mentioned was possibly like putting a few little stamps here and there. And so I got out my stamps from Sam Poole. I have a lot of them. And so I thought maybe even put some of these that have like a date or an address. And that would be cute to add to like the first page of each section. So I may do that still. That's up to you. You can always add more stuff. There's so much you can do. You could, you could do lots of little stamps throughout if you wanted, or add little collage pieces, or just whatever. I think I'm probably just gonna leave mine plain. But if I do anything else to it at all, it'll be to add like a stamp to the first page. And I think that'll be all. And then I'll let whoever ends up with this be the one to decide what they want to do with the rest of the pages. Okay, so I wanted to show y'all, I did decide to add some stamping to it, and so I thought I'd do a few of those with y'all. The more I played with it, the more I liked the idea. And so I added that one and then this number. And so I just think that looks cute with the houses, like the little house number or the address. So we're gonna go back and do a couple more of those. I have this one. I think I'm gonna do that one on this page. And it's a little tricky to stamp these because the book is so thick. So if you have to, like, you could put something underneath the page, but I'm just going to go for it. We'll see what happens. Hopefully I won't mess it up. So I'm just going to add this right here. Just like that. I love these stamps so much. She has such a cool collection of them. Here's another number. I'm going to use it on one of the skinnier pages that I don't have room for much. So let's go through. That one has one. That's a wider page. That one has one. Here's a skinny one. Okay. So I'm just going to get this inked up. And I'm going to put this in the corner. Okay. So we need another one for the wide one. I may even use this one. I think this is cute. See what it looks like inked up. I think that's going to be cute. I really do say cute a whole lot, but oh well. That's just who I am. I'll put this one in the middle. Oops, that one didn't come out very good, but that's okay. I don't think I can line it back up to try again, so I'm just going to leave it. This is a junk journal, so it does not have to be perfect. And sometimes it's this kind of stuff that people are drawn to more anyway because of its imperfections. So I'm good with it. Let's see. Here's another number that I had pulled a while ago. So let's see what it's going to look like. This is where they come to life when you add that ink. So I'm pretty sure I had one over here somewhere. That one has one. Let's add this one to the very top. Okay. I like it. I like it a lot. Now if I can figure out where I got this from. Okay. So let's see, do we need any more? That one has one. That one has one. That has that. I guess I could still put a number somewhere, a little small one. I'm going to use this. Let's just do this one sideways here. So every page has a stamp, or every section has a stamp on it. I really like that one at the side. That one and that one. So I believe that's all I'm going to do to it. So yay, all done. This has been a really fun project. So I'm going to wrap this back around. And all I did is just take that little rag strip, and instead of putting it in the center, I just kind of laid it underneath that bow where I wouldn't smush the bow, and I wrapped in that spot so it wouldn't mess up the bow. And then I just looped it a couple times around it. And back over here. So I hope y'all have enjoyed it, and be sure and join me for that giveaway, because I would love to bless somebody with something special for how much love y'all have all shown me. And then tie it again, and it holds it there. So this little house accordion journal is complete. Thank y'all so much for joining me. Thank y'all for participating. Thank you for all the comments, and thank you for my new subscribers and all those who have stuck with me. I just appreciate y'all, and I am working on some new stuff to bring to YouTube to make some more videos of. So just be looking for that soon. Look for that giveaway, and y'all just have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you very soon. Take care. God bless.